Hi guys, hi Elijah, how are you guys? Okay, so many people ask me, by the way, I'm in Georgia, so I think you guys that know me, you can already tell by the settings that this is not my Bay Harbor, my Miami office. So the question always is, when people come to see me, particularly dark and black women, what deodorant to use or not to use before you do laser hair removal. And I always speak about it, and I said, number one, you should not use deodorant when you go for laser hair removal because you don't want to block any of the pores. So the laser beam has a free passage to go down to the hair follicle. However, there is another variation to underarm discoloration for dark and black women, and that variation is deodorant. So, in general, what I can tell in America, for what my personal experience, I have yet to see a black woman that doesn't smell good. It didn't happen, and I've seen thousands of black women between my Miami Beach office and my Noonan Atlanta clinic. So black women generally are very, very clean, and they're very conscientious about smells. By the way, so am I. And they will make everything so that they're clean and they don't smell. And I can tell you, 101%, every single black woman that comes to do laser hair removal on her bikini, on her vagina in my offices, it didn't happen yet that they would go first to the restroom to make sure that everything is okay and they're perfectly clean before they came and lie down on my table. It's just a personal thing. I think that they're super, super clean. But with super, super clean comes also a side effect. And the side effect is, okay, black people perspire, so do white people, so do any color of people perspire. Maybe black people perspire a little bit more than white people do. I don't have a scientific evidence for this, but I assume. Um, and therefore, black women will make sure that they never stink, that they never smell. So they use antiperspirant deodorants. Because if you use only a deodorant, it's only a gel spray for smell, but it doesn't kill the bacteria. So you use the bacteria that makes the bad smell. So women, and particularly black women, use good antiperspirant deodorants to make sure that they don't stink, that they don't smell. The bacteria doesn't exist there. But into everything in life, there is a side effect. And the side effect of antiperspirant deodorant in black skin only, in dark skin only, not in white skin, but in dark skin, is that there is a particular ingredient in the deodorant, in the antiperspirant deodorant, and that ingredient causes discoloration, more discoloration under the armpits in black people. So black women, as a rule of thumb, will have much darker armpits than the rest of the skin, much darker. And that's because they are so very clean and because they use the antiperspirant deodorant. So this actually happened like 5 years ago, and I was really researching this. I remember exactly when it happened. The day it happened, it was Easter Sunday, and I had finally found the answer to the cause and the ingredients that is in the antiperspirant deodorants in America. And I made a video, just by the way, why I remember exactly when I made the video, because it was a Sunday, it was Easter Sunday, and I made the video around 1 o'clock. And I was supposed to leave to the airport, going back to Miami Beach at 5 o'clock. And I have a car in Georgia that's permanently parked here. And I didn't know, I was rather new here, that in Georgia, the dirt, the clay, when it rains, it's mud that you cannot get out of. And so I tried My car, I was lazy. I pulled out my car from my garage. I have a driveway, but I went all the way past the cemented driveway and I went onto the ground, into the dirt. And I tried to come out to turn around and I couldn't. And my car was sinking more and more and more. Then I put pieces of wood. And anyhow, where the clinic is, it's, Georgia is all ears. So it's here down and my car ended up by the stream. But this is why I remember it. And then I asked some lovely people here, two guys, they came and for an hour and a half they were cranking up and pulling my car back up because I said, okay, if I have to fly, then the car will be stuck there and probably will swim away eventually if I don't find somebody to, because Easter Sunday. But that's how I remember when I made this video and when I finally found out the solution. So I made the video, I said, this is what you have to look for. In a deodorant that doesn't have these ingredients, but I didn't have yet the deodorant. I just knew what causes discoloration in black women under the armpits. And as you know, up to COVID, I traveled to Vienna, to Europe, every year. Every single year I travel in the winter. And I spent several weeks in Europe. And I found in Vienna exactly what I was looking for. This is the deodorant. Okay, I bring it closer. It's NIVEA. It's NIVEA and it's called black and white. Wait, I'll bring it close to you guys so you can see it. And then I bring it close to you so you can see it. So this is, it's a roll-on. It's a roll-on. And I found this in Vienna. I bought like 30 bottles, so I should have for my lifetime, because I like the idea that it doesn't have this particular chemical, even though I'm white and it doesn't discolor my under armpits, but I like the smell of it. And if it's good, I thought, well, if it's good for everybody else, it's good for me. And I bought a lot. So then I came back and I did more research. And then I found you cannot find this in America. You cannot buy it in any store in America. But, because it's a German product, Amazon sells this. You can buy it on Amazon. It's about $20 and there are 3 roll-ons like this in a package. 3 roll-ons like this. And it's called NIVEA Black and White Invisible. And this is the deodorant. It's an antiperspirant deodorant that does not have the ingredients that creates the discoloration under the armpits. So this is the thing that I tell everybody, every black woman to use if she doesn't want more discoloration under her armpits. Of course, hair, even if you shave the hair, the little black dots that come out of your pores will create more shadow. If you wax your hair under your armpits, I promise you, and I said this, it will create more discoloration under your armpits. Anybody that waxes, a black person that waxes the upper lip, waxes the underarms, waxes the bikini, it actually creates more discoloration. And so we are getting rid of discoloration and we are using a deodorant, so then why would you continue waxing? Samura, hi. Why would you continue waxing that will cause you discoloration under your armpits as a dark person? Whether you are Mediterranean, Indian, Pakistani, black, makes no difference. If you have pigment in your skin, the only deodorant is this, NIVEA Black and White Antiperspirant Deodorant, buy it on Amazon. And the only way that you should get rid of your hair is laser hair removal. As a dark person, there is only one laser, and that's the YAG and the YAG laser. That's the only laser that you can use to get rid of unwanted hair, which will not destroy the pigment of your skin. But it is important to use the NIVEA laser for dark skin. It's the only laser. It doesn't matter all other lasers, only NIVEA laser. John Rapine, hi, will not destroy the pigment of your skin. You know, that laser was invented in America, young laser, about 30 years ago. The first laser that was approved by the FDA, I purchased in Miami Beach. The first laser. Because my daughter is darker and she suffered from PCOS, endometriosis, all the shebang, and she was hairy from her forehead to her toes. So I needed to laser her because she was a young teenager, 14, and children are super, super cruel. And children were teasing her and tormenting her in school. And so I had the first laser I bought was for her. But the NIVEA laser is the only laser. Now, if you cannot afford to do laser, and listen guys, I want to tell you something. In today's world, I think where there is a will, there is a way. I think every woman, every girl somehow can make it happen. There are so many jobs that you can do by yourself from at home to make extra money, okay? Just for your understanding, to do underarms or to do bikini is not the end of the world money-wise. So I think that everybody can afford it if everybody wants to do it. I would say, look, 99% none of you will ever come to see me because I am, hi Manar, hi. I am in Georgia or in Miami Beach, so most of you are all over and you will not come to see me. So I'm not selling you anything. I am giving you education. Hello, Manar, hello. I am giving you education. I'm teaching you, again, for the newcomers, NIVEA, black and white, antiperspirant deodorant is the only deodorant that doesn't have a particular ingredient that makes discoloration under the armpits for dark skin. This deodorant you can only purchase in America on Amazon. You cannot find it in any other store. If you travel to Europe, you can buy this in Europe. But you in America only on Amazon. Black and white, antiperspirant deodorant, liquid on Amazon. So that was the conversation for you people that just joined and didn't see it. So when I talk about the deodorant and then I talk about underarms, that you really should get rid of the regular antiperspirant, use this particular deodorant. As you can see, I don't even have an affiliate program with Amazon for the deodorants because I really don't care. I care to give you valuable information, give you tools so you can help yourself. So we get that out of the way. I don't make a penny by telling you what I'm telling you. So you do the deodorant. The second thing is, wherever you are in the world or in America, you have to find somebody in your black or dark that uses NIVEA laser for laser hair removal. Now, if you cannot find, and that is true, you cannot find everywhere. So look, if you are in Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, North and South Carolina, North Florida, you can drive to my Georgia location. You are in driving distance to my Georgia location. And I have the NIVEA laser. This is why I opened this second location in Georgia, because so many women, so many black women, so many people over the years of my 38 years in America, in Miami Beach, in Bay Harbor, ask me always the same question. So 6 years ago, I opened the location here to make it possible for black women to come and drive. Then if you are in Florida, you can make it to Miami Beach, to my Bay Harbor location. But if that's not the case, and you cannot make it, or you cannot fly. Look, I have people coming, New Jersey, New York, Arizona, Texas, Chicago, people fly to Atlanta. Atlanta is much cheaper to fly than Miami because it's higher up. And some people just take Spirit Airline, which is a lousy, cheap airline. But if you just come for your treatment and then fly back, it makes sense to buy a ticket on Spirit Airline. Costs you very little money, less than gasoline, and you fly you come, you do your treatment, and then you go back, and you do the treatments once every 5 weeks. Hi, Amir, hi. You do this treatment every 5 weeks. But if that's not possible, then you look for somebody wherever you are. Excuse me, I have to take a tissue. Wherever you are, excuse me. Wherever you are, you will look for NIVEA laser, okay? I will say something just because I picked up the tissue. Guys, the reason I have a runny nose, I'm going to share with you something, and then I'm going to bring this. I didn't intend to talk about it. 2 years ago, I lost my nose to cancer. They removed my nose because I got skin cancer. And if you look very, very close, you can see there is a line. There is a line from here to here. And they took all the skin from here and grafted, replaced, and created my nose. They took cartilage from behind, from my neck, from inside my ear, and cadaver cartilage to recreate a nose. One of the side effects is that my nose is runny, because even the mucous membrane, the skin, they had to take an implant. So it's not perfect. So my nose runs for no good reason. So, just talking about cancer. And I haven't been, by the way, I have not been, since I'm in America, and I'm in America 38, 39 years. If it's 5 times that I have been in my life to the beach, no, it will not. I will answer that question in detail. I have been maybe 5 times in Miami Beach, on the beach, maybe. I got the cancer when I was very young. I used to go, 100 years ago, when I was young, when I was a teenager, when I was a child, in Europe, we all believed that you have dark skin was beautiful, and everybody wanted to be dark, and I got burned twice. And this is when cancer entered my body, and then cancer waited like a cat for a mouse, very quietly, for 36 years. And one day it came out and it attacked me on my nose. So it was bad, because it went not only on the outside, it went on the inside. This is why they had to remove. And this was not even melanoma, this was a squamous cell carcinoma. This was not even the worst of cancers. But it was bad enough because it went inside all the way up to here. So they had to remove the whole nose to clear the cancer, cut it. What I'm going to tell you, Amir, hold on, I will answer the question. What I'm going to say to everybody, guys, it's now spring, summer. I want everybody to buy this. This is a sunblock which is pure zinc. So the ingredients, the active ingredients, is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. This is zinc. Zinc by nature is a deflector. It deflects the ultraviolet rays from your skin. It is white. A lot of you might know it. Look, it's white. However, this has no listing of chemicals as regular sunblocks do have. This is considered a biological sunblock. Everybody should apply sunblock on your children. And look, this is a sunblock costs less than $4 in Walmart, and it's a big bottle. Everybody can afford this, everybody can buy this. And you should apply this on yourself, you should apply this on your children. If you go outside, if children play, reapply it, because as I said, it entered my body when I was very young. It didn't enter my body in the last 40 years. So, sunblock is super important, and you start from babyhood. How often do you have to apply? If you are sweating and you are outside and you are in the sun and you're on the beach, every 45 minutes this has to be reapplied. You rinse off the existing sunblock, which falls apart eventually, and then you reapply. If you are driving in the car, I know they make sunblocks. I think, I'm not sure, but I think Neutrogena makes a zinc sunblock, but they take the whitish stuff out, so it's not as white as this. But everybody has to buy. My suggestion is only to buy this biological sunblock, which is zinc oxide, and use it whether sun or not sun, whether clouds or not clouds, to protect yourself and protect your babies and protect your skin from a very young age. How much sunblock if you go to the beach? I would say to cover your body you need about, it depends on your size, but between 2 to 3 soup spoonfuls of sunblock to cover your whole body. That's approximately the measurement. And for babies, maybe half, but it just depends how big the baby is. Okay, somebody is having a question. Hello, Eva, I have a question. Hair will grow up again after 1 year after laser hair removal or no? So here's how it works. I'm just trying to see something. Hold on. Don't go away. I show you something. So you understand. Okay, hold on. I have to open the door just because somebody will come very shortly. Okay, I have a patient coming. Here is, I'm going to explain you something. This is your hair, right? The laser goes down here. If you guys can see here at the bottom, red and blue blood vessels, right? So these red and blue blood vessels feed the root of the hair follicle. Here's what happens. Human hair grows in cycles and in stages. A full cycle of your hair is 3 months. Depends on the area of the body and depends on the sex of the person. When your hair goes through the 3 cycles in the 3 stages, there's a full cycle of 3 months and 3 stages. The first stage is the growing stage called anagen. The anagen stage is the only stage when laser can destroy the hair follicle. What that means is that all this, from here all the way down, all this is sitting surrounded by salt water. The laser beam goes down here because of the salt water that sits here. It's able to cauterize and chop off the blood vessels here, the blood vessels that feed the hair follicle. When this happens and the blood vessels are chopped off, this hair falls out and the hair follicle is dead. So, to answer your question, is laser hair removal coming back? Is the hair coming back? No. If you do laser correctly, which means you do laser treatment, the minimum treatments that anybody requires is 12. That's the minimum. If you do 12 treatments minimum, in my experience, if you're a guy or if you're a woman and you have hormonal imbalance, you might require 30 treatments. But you require minimum 12 treatments. So what happens is, every time you go for laser, let's say your chin, your neck, whatever, I laser everything from A to Z. And every time I get about 7% of the follicles in the growing stage. Remember what I said, the growing stage that has salt water. So remember, there are 3 stages, the growing stage in between and the sleeping stage. So the growing stage only lasts 2 weeks out of 3 months. So then where the salt water is covering the whole follicle, the second stage, there's a little bit of water. So you cannot destroy the hair follicle completely, but you cauterize partially the hair follicle, so the hair will start growing slower and thinner. But it still will grow because the blood vessels were not destroyed. And the third stage, there's no salt water, nothing happens. So statistically, every time you do laser, if you had 100 hairs, I killed 7 today. You come the next time in 5 weeks, I will kill another 7. And so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. Until eventually, I kill all of them. If you are a guy, you have testosterone as a dominant hormone. Call me your dreams. Hi. Yeah, I have, you're welcome. I have women and people that have hormonal imbalance, and guys that have testosterone, and women that have hormonal imbalance have they are on the side of men. So as far as hormones, so they grow more and more hairs. Why? Because on a square inch of skin, okay, this is enlarged, but on a square inch of skin, we have 1,000 hair follicles. 1,000. Now, for women that doesn't have hormonal, let's say I don't have hormonal issues, so maybe I will get 3 to 5 hairs in my lifetime here. For women that have hormonal imbalance, they will maybe have 300, 400, 500 hair follicles on a square inch that are active. For a man, you have at least 3, 4, 500 hair follicles that are active. Now remember, can you see here? Okay, you see here the pore. So the hair can come out of this pore, the hair comes out. And as soon as this hair comes out, a neighboring hair is already waiting to come in the same opening, because you don't have 1,000 pores. You don't have 1,000 pores on a square inch of skin. You don't, we don't. But you have 1,000 hair follicles. So from one opening, you can have 30, 40 hair follicles that are all pushing to come out from one opening. So the answer is laser hair removal works. Laser hair removal destroys the hair follicles, but you absolutely have to be going through the process until you destroy all the hair follicles. As anybody that comes to see me, I say, you are obligated to pay for 12 treatments. Hi, come honey. You're obligated to pay for 12 treatments. I am obligated to give you a hairless area, a hairless area for which you paid. How long it will take, I don't know. Everybody is different. Some people it might take 12, some people 15, some people 30. So I will treat you until you have no hairs. Since you heard the bell, you know that I'm not lying to, somebody is here. So I have to say goodbye now. All I'm going to say again, black and white antiperspirant deodorant. Buy it on Amazon. Every black woman should use this. This is the only deodorant that will not discolor your underarms. Every black woman should use only NIVEA laser for the underarms. If you use the laser hair or the NIVEA laser and you stop using the regular antiperspirant deodorants and you use this, a black and white deodorant, this will not discolor your skin. If you already have discolored skin, then you can buy from me the lightening kit to lighten the discoloration. But don't buy the kit if you continue using a regular antiperspirant deodorant. That is not going to work, because then we are doing cha-cha-cha, one forward, one backward. So you just get this antiperspirant deodorant. For young girls, young women that don't have discoloration, this is it. Only on Amazon. As I said, you cannot buy it in America. Only on Amazon you buy this, and it comes in like 3 in a package. It's called black and white invisible anti-perspirant deodorant. This is what every black woman buys and uses. So you don't smell, but it doesn't discolor your skin. You do YAG laser, the NIVEA laser is the only laser. And if you already have discoloration, then you contact me and you buy the Bone High. Then you buy the Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit. I have a kit for the body, I have a kit for the face. How you can reach me, so in Miami, so in Georgia, I'm in Georgia now, is 305-864-3333. 305-864-3333. If you want to look at the stuff for the lightening, you can go to evataubskincare.com, EVATAUB skincare.com, evataubskincare.com, and then you can see there are 2 kits. There is a kit which says advanced, That will be for the underarms, for the bikini, for the legs, for the knuckles, for tush. And then there is one that doesn't have the word advanced, that's for the face. Guys, I thank you very much. I have to go now. Ciao, ciao. And if you have any questions, you can email me to maxpass33154@gmail.com. Ciao, thank you. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.